Hey guys, it's the Dent Life, and today we're starting a brand new series on me giving this truck a real restoration. One of the leaders at my youth group is a expert body shop guy. He does high-end makeovers on cars, and I talked to him, and he is helping me through this entire process. And so it's gonna have a really nice paint job once it's done. So this process will take a couple months, maybe up to even a year. It's a long process, but it'll be worth it definitely. This is what it looked like when I started, and this is what it looks like at the end of today's video. So definitely stay tuned and see all that I've done. Subscribe so you can see the finished truck. So yeah, let's get on to the process. All right, so we got it in the shop now. And we're gonna start by trying to adjust the door because it's not lined up perfectly. And so we're gonna take the fender off. So our first plan of action was to adjust this door because there was big gaps here and it was super tight over here, and this whole dent kind of was crooked, so the door was just tilted. To do that, I had to take off this fender, which required the entire grill being taken off. And right now this fender is only being held in by a couple bolts and friction. It's just kind of sitting there. But there were some hinges back here that we had to adjust a lot. It is finally straight. It looks amazing. Also started knocking out some of these holes where the old mirrors were because I filled it in with Bondo, and that's not a good idea, apparently. So I gotta knock out another one, then do it on the passenger door, but that's for a different day. And right now, what I'm doing is, you can see I sanded off the top of this again after all this primer. Just gotta knock it off and do it properly. Apparently, rattle can primer is not the way to go, which makes sense. It's cheap stuff. So gotta take all of this off on the entire truck, pretty much. There's only a couple spots, like the main cab and pretty much just the main cab that isn't primer yet. So basically what's happening now. So it's been a couple days of work, and this is how it is looking right now. We've got a bunch of body filler up on here, just skimmed over to make a nice flat surface. Over here I think needs to be redone. Just sanding down everything and adding body filler wherever it needs it. All the low spots pretty much. Then I need to finish sanding some of this stuff, and then soon we're going to get these holes welded up or patched, one of the two. So yeah, that's pretty much where I am right now. All right, so what I've been up to today is I've kind of put a pause on all the Bondo for now, and we started extending some of these holes so we can do some patch welds. And you can see we had to do like this one really big because there's a bunch of cracks, and it just made more sense to cut around it and put a patch in instead of trying to weld all the cracks. And so I got these little like holes that I'm cutting out. They turn out just like that. And here's that big one. It'll just go in, have it marked just so I know which side to put it on. So yeah, that's just basically what I've been working on. I also took the fender off just because it'll make everything so much easier, since it was only held in by 2 bolts anyway, so I might as well. Also, look at how much Bondo got put on certain parts of the truck by the previous owners. This is all Bondo, and then little stuff like that, so they just really wanted to patch everything instead of bending out something that probably could have been bent out. I haven't finished sanding down here, but I would assume that there's a lot more Bondo. And then this back section has so much Bondo. It's a huge dent, and I can feel the dent from the inside of the fender too. Absolutely crazy. Also, for those who don't know, I do have a 351 Windsor in this truck, which is not stock. It was an engine swap, and it has, I would say, like semi-performance rebuilt parts on it. Rebuilt engine. It runs amazing. Right now, I do need to get a transmission leak fixed. That's pretty much the only issue this truck has besides the body. So for those wondering, this is what's powering it. So you can see here that we started tack welding all of the patches for the welds, and then we did a full weld around that, and then we ground off all the excess weld to make it flat. So you can see we got some filler over top of all the welded holes. This blue stuff is actually a fiberglass filler, so that any little micro holes will be completely filled in, and no moisture will be able to get back there and pop out the paint. And you guys see all the blue there, and then some regular body filler over top of that just to fill in any of the low spots. And then waiting for this to cure right now, and then I will sand it all down. So now we have a skim coat of body filler over top a lot of what I had previously put on there, and some in the dent here to kind of even it out because there's a pretty large low spot, and I think we might have to add some more and more down here. Then we'll be adding some more over here and any other low spots I feel. I haven't noticed any yet, but I'm going to continue to try and find any just so we can make sure it's really good. So I have a replacement door here for my passenger door because it is in really bad condition. It had a bad dent repair on it, and so it's not smooth at all. So I got this replacement door off of a 76, which will fit just fine. And right now I'm going to take out the window and everything on the inside just so we can prepare it better. And my truck has tinted windows anyway, so the windows will have to be swapped over. And yeah, it's real convenient because it came with a couple stuff that I needed anyway, like new hinge for my driver door because that hinge is broken. So I'll just swap those out. And the other side of it has very minimal dents. It's real nice. I love it. It's a great purchase. Okay, so I have a couple updates right now. We went ahead and took all of the stuff off of this. I don't remember if I showed that already or not. The window is entirely taken out, and all the weather stripping from up here. Yeah, that's about all with this door right now. But then going along this side, got this all sanded down nice, ready for some primer almost. We got to do another little skim coat and get that, but that'll be real easy. And then you can see these cab mounts are pretty shot. They're really crunched, and the backs are kind of similar, I believe. So I got new bushings and bolts for that. So those will go on, and that'll be really nice. So I'm going to get working on that soon, but unfortunately, the rear one will have to lower the gas tank, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. But oh well, it'll be way better. So right now I'm trying to take the window and the window regulator out of my driver's side door. And unlike my new door, which had bolts, this one has rivets. It's probably just something they changed since it's a later year. And so there's a little stud that I just grinded off, and I'm going to take a center punch, hit out the middle, drill it out, and then I'll be able to take it out just the same as the other one. Okay, so I got the window and everything all out of this, and the regulator, you can see it's all gone. Got all of the weather stripping out, which is a pain in the butt because it was all super dry and cracked into about like 5,000 pieces. It was a lot. And then I put some more Bondo over a couple spots. You can see this one kind of sanded out. Down here too, there were a couple of holes. That's what this lighter color is. Over here too, there's a little spot. Okay, so I have kind of a big update since the last time I was filming. I got the door handle and the lock off so it's closer to being ready to paint. And I got the entire window off and the wing window and everything. And all the weather stripping is gone. And you can see right here, I got the new hinge on. It's really awesome because this door actually opens properly now. And since I got no handle, I got to open it from the inside. But now it kind of sits here. It used to just swing back and forth, and it also sits here without moving at all. It's great. Yeah, in the past, it just always wanted to close. Since we adjusted the door, it doesn't always close perfectly just because the seam needs to be broken in. So it just needs a little firm. Then I have been prepping this some more. Getting ready to weld all these holes where the old mirror was. And I got my new mirrors here. We measured them and we realized that none of these holes fit, unfortunately, so we will just have to make our own. But I got the door handle and everything off, and I actually got all of the internals out pretty much. Got the inner door handle still in there though, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to mount it. Okay, so a large update now is that we got this door mounted. It's almost perfectly aligned now. It took us a little bit, but yeah, we got it. And then the other thing that's been going on is realized this line was kind of weird, and then realized there's a bunch of Bondo here. Well, took the Bondo off and realized, see all these little holes from someone drilling into a dent and pulling out. And so I got this piece that will be going on the cab corner like that. So just like a replacement cab corner piece. and the angle's not perfect yet. Still need to curve it a lot. But so yeah, we'll be cutting this out, welding this on, and it'll look good as new. Yeah, it's crazy though how many little holes there are, and there's so many divots. Like I know the camera's not doing it justice how rough that is. So this will be great. And with that, with this door coming on, I think that is going to wrap up part 1 of restoring this truck. So that wraps up part 1 on me restoring this truck. I hope you guys enjoy this series going forward. I'm gonna do a video up until this truck is completely done. It's gonna take quite a long time, but it'll be great when it's done. Let me know in the comments how you guys like this update style video. I might be able to add time lapses here and there if you guys would enjoy that. So yeah, just let me know. Stay tuned for the next video. It'll probably be coming out within the next couple of months or however long I find enough videos to fill up a whole part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.